What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today, we have another psychological breakdown of the sins as we all know it. We have envy, and guys, one of the greatest stories in the Bible, Old Testament, was Jacob. I'm pretty sure it was Jacob. When his brothers were super duper jealous of him. Now, why was his brother jealous? Envy comes from a lack. There's two things envy stems from, right? Envy stems from a lack of need that you feel like is not being fulfilled. And it also stems from missing out, right? So we're going to write that down. Lack of need being fulfilled. Fear of missing out. Okay, so there's two things, right? So the reason why Jacob's brothers felt like there was a lack of need being fulfilled was because their parents were more attentive to Jacob than the rest, because Jacob had dreams and he was the chosen one. And he was very prophetic. He had ended up going to different, the story was they had him kidnapped, but the people, I can't remember if it was Egypt, I can't remember where. They had him kidnapped, but they started realizing, damn, this is not an ordinary kid, he has visions, and they made him like king or something like that. My memory's a little hazy, but that's kind of like the gist of it, right? So I have realized envy usually comes from a lack of need that's not being fulfilled. So let's just say, for example, his story. You have 3 siblings, and your mom and dad are more nicer to your siblings. They just give more attention. Maybe they're younger and stuff. You still need love. So your lack of need is not being filled by your parents. And instead of getting it from God, you feel empty. So now, that lack of love is going to turn into envy. And tied with that, it is the fear of missing out. That is usually the main root to envy. Envy is always the fear of missing out. Oh, why does this guy have this? I work 10 times harder. I'm not going to get what I worked so hard for. And stemming off of envy, you have jealousy. You have wrath. People killing their brothers and sisters just to get ahead in life. All because they were too scared that they were going to miss out on what they thought was supposed to be for them. Remember, guys, a lot of the times, often, what you think is supposed to be for you, God has a completely different plan. I'm not saying don't follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Follow your goals. But when you realize it is no longer suitable for the man you are becoming. Let's just say I love to preach online, right? I love to make videos, right? But I think my dream job is to be a reseller, right? But I start popping off on this. And I realize that I can't do reselling and this at the same time. Now I need to choose between one. Sometimes I thought I was supposed to be a reseller. It turns out the things I was doing on the side for fun, it's my main goal now. You know what I mean? So this is not me. It's just like reselling is low-key kind of gay, but people make bread off it. But anyways, yeah. So guys, remember, envy always starts off as two things: the lack of need is not being fulfilled, or fear of missing out, right? And just straight jealousy. If like your brother and sister, if they're like, or your friend, if he like got something that you don't have, a lot of the time that person's scared that you're going to leave them behind because you have what you want and they don't have what they want. So it's an inferiority complex. They start projecting their negative energy on you. And dude, that shit's mad unfair. It's just like, it's really childish to do that. It's just like, it's really childish, and it's just not worth it. And people got to start checking themselves. And you can't be around people like that. You gotta start checking them. If you want to be around them, you gotta check them. You gotta let them know, like, yo, like, I don't roll with this. You gotta act right. But yeah, guys, envy never really stems from, oh, they have a Lamborghini, I want a Lamborghini too, let me kill him. It's not that simple, no. The guy who sees the guy with the Lamborghini, he goes, I don't just want that Lamborghini. I want the way other people look at him. I want the way other people respect him. I want the way other people bow down to him just because he has that car. I want the girls he gets with the car. I want like I said, the attention he gets with the car. And then you start to think, damn, he already has it. That's less chances of me to have it. I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to get what I want. Envy takes place. And when envy takes place, your actions match up with it, right? And when your actions match up with envy, remember, envy is, there's two sides of envy. Envy is jealousy, being so rude to them, really wanting it, and doing everything in your power to take what they have. Or there's a secret side of envy. They're just really negative. They're just really bitter. They act like they're happy for you, but they're not. Yo, if there's anyone who acts like they're happy for you, but you know deep down they're jealous, yo, confront them. They don't know what to say. They'll go, oh. Yeah, because I know that you're jealous. Guys, jealousy is one of the ugliest things. There's a difference between holy jealousy and just straight up envy, right? And you could always tell. Holy jealousy is, we're out in public and some guy slaps my girlfriend's ass. I get jealous. I'm going to beat the shit out of him because I'm a man. That's what men do. But I'm going to, oh, don't do that. Use my words. Yeah, I'm a Christian, but at the end of the day, I'm still a man. What the Bible says, love your woman as Christ loved the church. Remember what Jesus did for his church when he kicked the people out of the temple? Same exact thing. If you touch my church, I'm going to throw a table at your face. It's that simple as that, right? But yeah, so yeah, you know, check him. Like, start checking them. Like, start checking people. Like, don't be scared. But yeah, envy is definitely just one of the ugliest colors people could wear. It shows people's true intentions too. People act like they're really proud of you, but they just want to get ahead. And for that, bro, that shit's just really scummy, to be honest. Like, the most hurtful thing is when someone acts like they're happy for you, but they're actually like they're not. And it fucking hurts because it's like, damn, I've been there for you this whole time. I've been down when you were on your knees. I was there for you, supporting you, and when I needed support the most, you were jealous and you were rude to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that shit hurts. It makes you think deep about who you trust and who you keep in your circle, and who you got to keep people at certain limits. You know what I mean? You know, you just got to be cautious. Never be too cautious when it comes to your circle. And same thing, guys. Sometimes people, it'll always stem from the fear of missing out. So if you're struggling with envious thoughts, remember, guys, you're not a bad person because you feel that. You're a bad person if you act on it. But even then, there's still room for forgiveness and growth, right? But remember, envy comes from the fear of missing out. When you remember that what God has ordained for you will never miss you, but you have to sweat by the brow, you have to stay in prayer, and you have to stay believing. That's the hardest part. Everyone's driving a Lamborghini and you're walking to work. But in your mind, you're already a millionaire. You already have the faith. You already have the belief. There's no room for envy. There's only room for growth. And remember, guys, another way to stop envy, you should want everyone to do better than you. You should want to see everyone thrive. The only person you should be better than is the guy you were yesterday. I don't believe these Andrew Tate, all these blah, blah, blah. I gotta be the best one in the room. I gotta be the loudest one in the room. I gotta be the strongest and more richest one. I gotta be better than this guy. Outsell this guy. Dude, you're becoming a douchebag when you do that. No one likes to be around you because it's envy. But when you're like, dude, I hope you sell $1 million worth in cars because I know that I'm going to sell $1 million worth in cars too. And when you have that attitude, God blesses you. He's not going to bless the envious man because the envious man does not deserve it. Have you ever realized that people who are really envious always end up a failure? And I hate to use that word failure, because I don't really believe anyone's a failure, but there's a certain degree you are a failure when you hate your brother and sister and want to see them lose. And you tried your hardest climbing up that ladder by stepping on people's heads. Even if you succeed, you're still a failure. If you climb up the ladder and you step on people's heads to get up, you're a failure. That's it. If you don't help the smaller businesses, the people who are down with you, if you don't help them grow, you're a loser. You're a loser. And we got to start acknowledging it. You know what I mean? Not in a douchebag way, but it's true. It's true. It's true. But yeah, guys, you will never miss out on what God has for you. You know what I mean? Never. And a lot of the times, it's also trauma, too. Like, someone could have cheated on you, and now you get a really sweet girl, and she's so kind, you don't know how she does it. Sometimes confusion. Sometimes when someone's so nice to you and you don't know how they do it, you don't believe it and you start to envy them. You're like, I don't believe that shit. It can't be real. Just because you're hurt, just because you're traumatized. But don't bring down the person smiling just because you can't believe it. It's not right. But yeah, guys, this is a quick episode. Just a little preach session, you know what I'm saying? I love you all. I hope this helped anyone who is struggling with envious thoughts. Remember, guys, you need to remember, why are you envious? Is it the feeling that you're lacking, you feel like you're not being loved? What are ways you could feel loved in a simple, holy way by God? And maybe it's reciting Bible verses, and you keep doing that. Little by little, day by day, day by day. Fear of missing out. Again, you have to talk to yourself. Am I working as hard as I can? Am I praying? Am I believing? Okay, what are you going to miss out on then? Right? Just don't be in a hurry too. If your favorite color is blue, don't settle for your dream car in white. If the blue car is $1,000 more, save up more for that blue car, because if you know what you want and you're so close, don't just settle for less, you know? Don't settle. Yeah, guys, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one, you envious bastards! Just kidding. I love you all. Don't worry.